Thompson, and welcome to today's webinar. We're going to focus on a wellness coaching overview, and just to give you a good idea as to what to expect for today's webinar, we'll focus on the definition of wellness coaching. We'll go through different aspects of wellness coaching. We'll go through the benefits of wellness coaching as a participant, and what to expect within each session. So looking at session 1 through session 4 over the course of the month, which you'll be focusing on within those sessions. And then also at the end, we'll look at wellness coaching checkpoints as well as how to get started. And then definitely there'll be time at the end for questions. So looking at the definition of wellness coaching, here you see the formal definition. So just to kind of highlight some key aspects of that definition, it's a collaborative, goal-oriented style of communication. So what they're focusing on is the change, not necessarily changing yourself per se, changing where you are. Also, I wanted to show you guys other definitions. So I put up an example from Wikipedia. It's not pretty the most or the best way to get information, but just want to show you an informal definition. So it still focuses on a healthy, sustainable behavior change, and then also looking at Duke Health's definition. So that's going to be a more medical-based definition of wellness coaching. So it's going to say that it empowers you to make lasting, healthy behavior changes. I wanted to point out to you all is the fact that even in an informal definition like Wikipedia, a formal definition, a medical definition, it's still, they're all going to focus on healthy behavior changes. But looking at what health coaching is not, well, it's not a diagnosis or treatment. So don't go into a session thinking that someone is going to ask you what disease you have or what medications you're taking. That's not necessarily how it's set up. It's more so facilitating the change or behavior so that you have the tools that you need to manage a disease or to manage your treatment. Wellness coaching is not about meeting with an expert. So your experts are going to be your doctors. Be someone in that field or profession that's going to help. But so wellness coaches are not going to tell you what to do. Not going to be judgmental at all. It's really about having the space, having the time to focus on what's important to you and your health. So with wellness, it's going to take you everything that's about you, so things that are important to you, your values, life, barriers, things that are good. So taking all those aspects of you and then pairing that with motivation. So that's going to be your why. Why you want to lose a certain amount of weight? Why is it that you want to live healthier? So pair that with motivation and then put it into a plan. So ask steps. What is it you're ready to start doing today that's going to make you healthier tomorrow? And turning those things lead to that change. And just to kind of go a little bit deeper into the change, really there's just different stages of change. So you could be at a place you're not even really thinking about what it is you need to do. Well, you could be at a place to where you're thinking about it, but you're not ready. And so progressing through change means that you're going from a place to where maybe, as I mentioned, you're getting ready to where you are ready. You're taking those steps, and ideally, you progress towards a state of where you're sustaining that behavior, sustaining those goals. Maybe you've reached your long-term goal, and maybe you could have goal that you'd like to incorporate into your lifestyle. At that point, it's totally up to you what you choose to do as you're sustaining that behavior. All right, wellness coaching benefits. So as a participant in a wellness coaching group, address challenges. So once you set that goal, you may have some barriers. Time may be a barrier for you. Your family may be a barrier for you. You may have a lot of negativity in your life. So you have the time, you have the space to address those things. And ideally, you would be able to figure out a way to get around them, get through them, so that you can continue on and accomplish your goals. You've added support. The thing about collaborating with someone is that you have a person there to encourage you when you don't feel as if you've done enough, but you also have someone to give you ideas as to what you could do to get started or to keep going when you don't necessarily have an idea as to what you want to do. A major aspect or benefit of wellness coaching is goal setting, setting a plan. Once you have it laid out, you have it prioritized, you know what you need to do, it helps you stay on track. Also, you can measure your progress. And then let's say if a certain doesn't work for you, you can adjust that goal so that it does work. And accountability is a other important aspect of wellness coaching, because you have someone asking you about your progress. So you set a goal, then a week later you'll meet, and then the wellness coach is going to ask you, okay, well, how did it go with that workout last week? Or how did you do fixing healthier meals? So feedback, someone checking in with you, so it just helps with motivation when, let's say, if you're not feeling it when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, it's early, I don't want to go for a walk. But think of your wellness coach, but I know Stephanie's going to ask me about this next week, so let me go ahead and go. So it kind of helps get you out of that daily rut that you may feel when you're trying to accomplish those goals. Personalized approach. So it's not someone, as I mentioned, telling you what to do, or someone that's going to try to fit you into a one-size-fits-all program. More so finding out what's important to you, what are yours, what do you want to do, what are your goals, and then tailoring that to fit resources. So I mentioned wellness coaches are not experts, but there are certain tools, certain resources that you can look at to get more information. And it could be a website, it could be a blog, it could be anything related to gaining knowledge about where you are in your life and where you want to be in your life. And resources, get to the resources, they will be research backed, they're reputable, they're sources and sites that you can trust. And a quick middle that I added, I thought it was pretty interesting. It's American Academy of Family Physicians. It's practice to give patients a fish or teach patients to fish. The goal in wellness coaching is to improve the confidence that you have in yourself so that you can feel as if you're ready, feel as if you're able to accomplish your short-term goals as well as your long-term goals. With session, a coaching session, it lasts a month, and there'll be weekly sessions. So each week there will be one session. Week one is going to be just a general overview, a starting point. You'll cover guidelines, what to expect within the sessions. You'll have a chance to meet your peers, the people that will be in the session with you. You'll meet with your wellness coach. So it's really getting them to know each other. And then here you'll see a sample question that may hear a wellness coaching session. One is, what's the change you're willing to make today? So it's taking those steps or figuring out the step that you want to take. Two is going to address more so the barriers. So when you set your goal and you're off, you're gone, you're going, you're ready to conquer the world. Let's say something get in your way, your car may have broken down, just anything could have happened, any type of barrier. And so week two, you'll talk about what you can do differently over this next week so that you may stop things from happening, but you could have a plan that when something happens, you can get through it, you can get around it, and you can be successful with your goal. The focus is going to be success because you've had those barriers, may have figured out a plan to get around them, and then you've experienced some success. And experience success with your goals, that helps you to accomplish the next goal. So kind of like a wellness success that you go through as you're setting these goals and you're attending the session. And a good question that you may hear is, what will be a home run for you this week? So what would be the best that you could do for yourself this week, or what would you like to do? So it's kind of like those ideal situations to really get you excited and get you pumped for the upcoming week. And we are really going to focus on growth and change. Take a look at your long-term goal and see the progress that you've made towards that long-term goal. See if that long-term goal is realistic, or if path is realistic. It's totally up to you. It's just evaluate where you are and learn from where you've been. You continue to move forward. This coach can provide you with additional resources to help you stay on track. And you may continue to have some correspondence with the wellness coach through email, telephone calls, text, whatever your communication preference is at that point. You'll have access to additional support. Wellness coaching checkpoints really are the main thing to be focused on when you're a participant in a wellness coaching session is to respect confidentiality, accepting what other people say within those sessions and keeping it within that session. So you never want to attend a session and leave hearing about things that you said within that session. That's not a goal. I want all the participants to feel comfortable, trust within those sessions. And to know that when you are in a session, don't feel as if you have to share that information with us. We definitely encourage you to share your goals, share your struggles, share your success, any tips that you may have to the class. We definitely encourage that, but don't feel as if you have to. You can still learn from what we say. You're still setting your goal. You're still writing it down on the paper. You still have the accountability without having to share that information. And completing the full weekly sessions is to know that consistency is key anytime you're wanting to establish success with your goals. So it's important to at least attend a session in person, or you can contact us and let us know that you'll miss. Can you text us, call us, email us your progress, email us your goals, have a check-in, and then you'll be ready to go and up to speed for the next session when you're coming back. And then setting the weekly SMART goals. To give you a background on SMART goals real quick, SMART goal is just a way to set your goal, just to make your goal more specific. It should you can say that you did, as opposed to saying like, well, a common goal may be I want to eat more vegetables. When it's SMART, you'll say I want to eat 3 vegetables a day. A SMART goal, as opposed to just eating more vegetables. So that kind of nails the SMART goal down in a nutshell. So you're setting those goals weekly. It's important to really set the goals within a wellness coaching session because progress if you don't have a plan. So you're making progress, but it'll be kind of scattered progress. You know, you won't necessarily know the direction, or if you get towards your long-term goal, if you're not. So you can think about your SMART goal as the map to your destination, and your destination is your long-term goal. So now we've covered some definitions, what to expect. We looked at the benefits, wondering how you get started. So the best way to get started is to email Core Wellness at bswhealth.org to sign for a group at your location. And here we have a list of the month and the locations that will be at each month. So you can see February only at the Senior Rec Center. March will be with the police department, the court, and the Colleyville Center. And then continue to look down, you'll see that that we're at other locations near you. And then the remainder months of the year, that's the time that we go back and revisit sites. So like, let's say if we come to site, you love us, which I know you will, enjoy yourself, just let us know, and we'll definitely consider coming back to your facility towards the end of the year so that we can continue working on some health goals. So If you have any questions, please feel free to email corporatewellness@swh.org, bhhealth.org, excuse me. We've got that new email, so I'm getting used to saying it out loud. So please excuse me. Just email if you have any questions about getting started with wellness coaching. Also, if you have any questions just in general about wellness. So it's complete fitness, anything in relation to health and wellness. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And thank you so much for listening to today's webinar. And I look forward to working with you all. Thank you.